got a little bit of time to live stream. Uh, I opted not to go. I just went to the store myself. I walked up there and got some prunes. So yeah, I do like dried figs, but it'll force me to take a walk if I have to go down to Ocean State. Um, Turkey's done, and here she comes. Hi, thank you.
Anytime. See you later, brother.
Oh, yep. Thank you very much, Nancy.
Anytime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard him. Thank you. You got to go out? She's actually nice. It's just that sometimes I might get the timing right. It's so, anyways. Um, he was yipping, so he wanted to come back. He doesn't realize she's not here. She just went out, but he's excited to be home. He was ready to come back. So, well, like I said, because I can't get in touch with Brian, I tried to text and let him know that I have a bag of clothing that my sister found that I forgot we left here. Most of it's his dirty clothes because we must have not have wanted to bring dirty clothes. We were only supposed to go back to Cambridge for like 3 days. It's really that sad. It really is. We were only supposed to go back to Cambridge for like 3 days, and then this happened. So, um, wherever he is, I hope that he's thinking about, first of all, contacting me because he made a commitment and he told me that he told his family he was committed. And then he tried to like, he's just trying to get my attention. And he has to learn, first of all, he has to stop taking off. I said it a million times. Yeah, you just go, what do I actually have to do to get you to stop doing that? Right. It may sound weird to other people. We go, you just did that and then you went and drank. You can't even go on a cruise. Right. I booked this cruise in February thinking he would have all that sobriety. He just had 5 months. So yeah, again, it's a judgment on people and explaining to them their lives and what's going to happen to them. I don't believe those people have any chance of recovery or being reborn in this physical form. Okay? You don't. When you will not stop sharing your addiction with other people, you're really, really terribly awful. And I told you, I'm now including these people that are giving out the Ativan and the what's it called? Clonopin. All the stuff that you're calling a medical detox because they're benzos and these people are drug addicts. And you've probably turned drunks into drug addicts with this stuff. I'm sure you have. Everyone knows how addictive those medications are, and they're gross. They're very disgusting medications that people use to rape people and take advantage of them. So it's absolutely disgusting what you're doing, and you were told repeatedly to stop doing it. No one needs that medical detox that you're doing. First of all, people that are already addicted to benzos are monitored so they don't have seizures. Why ever on God's green earth that you got it in your brain skull to start turning drunks into drug addicts? Okay. The other thing about Brian is the stuff with the meth, which is the same thing as Adderall, that's already caused that much damage to his brain. That's why he was taken off of Adderall finally taken off of it because it was clearly it combined with all those years of using meth. I know from my brother, and I've seen it happen to other people. I've talked to drug addicts, not I just think things in my head, and then they tell me. Right. So you're absolutely damned. I told you people a long time ago to stop prescribing Adderall. You were specifically told that. Okay. So I mentioned people following people around for their Adderall, probably exchanging other drugs for Adderall when they don't have money. You clearly want someone who you think can keep getting Adderall prescriptions. You clearly don't want that person sober because you're drug addicts. Okay, so when you people drop dead, there's no pity for you. So, like I told you from the beginning, I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna find out, and it will probably be from Brian himself when he finally stops lying to me and tells me the truth of everything he's been doing. Okay? Um, Sometimes people just don't want to. They don't want to face it in their own head with the things that they've done. Okay, but they have to. Okay, so I believe I'll probably find out from him, but I do believe I will find out who gave him drugs in April specifically, and then again in November, whoever you are. And I mentioned Facebook. Okay, and now here you are. He goes to Facebook. He talks on chats that you can't see. He even allows absolute strangers to message him. That's how you got that one that you took a screenshot of and sent it to me. Okay, so I know he's picking up people. They're picking up him right on his Facebook page, and you can see that he's married. Okay, and his wife is stone cold sober, by the way. Okay, so there's people that monitor all that stuff. There's nothing that you're doing online that's private. There's nothing you're doing on a telephone that's private. There's cameras everywhere. My sister was talking about it about Providence. She started going, this doesn't make any sense, which is good. Because she said that's the most monitored city in the whole country is Providence, Rhode Island. They have so many cameras. You're not doing anything that's not on camera. Okay. So someone knows about Tuesday night. Someone knows about all day Tuesday. Weren't we only out there Monday and Tuesday? That's how sad this is. So I don't know if they were talking on Facebook from here. He only had to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it would have been a week and a half Thanksgiving. And then the warming center was open and the two of us would be there together. So clearly you're fucking. Yeah? Yeah. Nancy brought the dog back. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, good.
That's to us.
Nice.
Okay. And we got that.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
There you go. Droopy. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little
And before I go back out, hi baby boy, I didn't feed you, I know. I gotta do that real quick. I hope feeding you this week.
Oh, that's Oh yeah, I think.
Sorry, thank you very much.
Oh, not a
We
problem.
think we should put them. We can put them anywhere.
I don't know. Maybe over here I see a space.
Okay, we got a space. Katie hasn't taken all the spaces. Okay, I'll do that when I come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can move that. My hand cream can go right here.
This thing?
Yeah, and if we just push, give me those blue things. I'll put them over here. I have to put them away because I didn't do the things. And the rest of it, pen can go in the. Everything else can just shove in that
Oh
little
yeah,
thing.
these go right.
Everything can go there. Paper, all of it. just go in that little box. That should give us room, right? Does it look like? Oh, those are my stickers.
I'll put 'em
Yeah.
up there.
Those are the things to hang up outside on my back window that I never did. And I will go get the plant. Come on, stop. Okay, little boy, I know you're hungry. I'm sorry. I didn't give you breakfast.
I'm screwing up, yeah.
You're not gonna screw them up there. It's okay. They're
Probably
free.
don't bend them, I
I
guess.
don't care. They're free. That's what I go down. And I don't go around. Oh my God, this glass is weird, huh? Crystallized, right? That's pretty.
Yeah, it's like frosted or something.
Thank you. All right. You go ahead, Rob.
I know. I was like not drinking enough either.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what's going in my mouth since I got up.
I know. I'm trying to. That's why I'm like, I gotta get soda.
I think I've here on a bottle of water since I woke up.
Yeah.
No coffee, no nothing.
Yeah.
So I can't be doing that.
It's probably part of the reason I'm starting to feel better because I got up and like.
Is that my water?
No, that's me.
Okay, okay.
Sorry, I took one.
No, no,
I had
no.
nothing. I drank.
What'd you think of the flavor?
I drank the rest of this too. That's why I'm like, I
What'd you
gotta
think
get
of the
soda
flavor?
water. Of the, it's a watermelon. No, I took one of these.
Oh, yeah,
Not one of
watermelon.
yours.
No, mine's sour because I.
Yeah,
put the
no, I
sugar
don't.
in.
Yeah, I did one of the watermelon.
Yeah. All right. I will be back. Keep waiting.
Okay.
We got all the girls trash.
Whoops. Yeah, I thought it would shut off if I closed it, but it didn't. I think she might know I'm doing this because when she came in, or she just doesn't want to like sneak in. She came in and goes, Mary, and I was like, whoa, what are you doing? So, anyways, what was I saying? I know, obviously, something about Brian. Someone gave us flowers, which is nice in the card. Brian, right? I just, it's this part of it. He just doesn't know. He doesn't. He's never had any type of normalcy in his life at all. Okay, so it's just, it's not about constantly right, like you're doing something wrong. It's just there's some kind of disconnect about how to express your emotions and stuff because of your upbringing and your drug use that did some damage to your brain. Clearly, I'm familiar with people that have used a lot of meth. Unfortunately, some of them go on the methadone clinic, and then they have Suboxone. That's just not going to work for him. That's why he's on immune stabilizers like Tommy was put on. Okay, because some people that's contradictory because of drug addicts. It's not going to work. Okay, so the reiteration about he's not supposed to use marijuana. He was almost all the way off that CBD stuff too. It's like he doesn't smoke anything that's intoxicating him. He uses in massive excess. Okay, so that's why when you give a person like that a substance and they've been sober that long, God is just gonna bloop. It's in the Holy Bible. If you're a drug addict and you just keep going, he's an adult. Okay, I explained it to you. If you're a drug addict or you're someone who's drinking, okay, and you just keep going, oh, I didn't know. The whole planet knows you're lying. That's something I think Brian doesn't understand about your species. You straight out will know something and you'll sit there going, I didn't know, because you're mentally insane. Like you think the internet is a different role character, and when I see you in person, that's a different role character. And when you go to Smith Center, that's a different role character because you're mentally insane. So, Brian, they will straight out just keep talking to you like they don't know who you are or what's going on. And as you said, I've been all over the internet. So and then he may have observed this because it's almighty, where they're literally somewhat mimicking what I'm doing. And you go, you're still gonna claim that you don't know anything about this? Okay. Like, say that they started talking about planes, trains, and automobiles. Would that get you to realize, Brian, how sick these people are? Or like that nurse that was talking about taking you on a boat when I already had 2 cruises booked for you, and she started buying you clothes and shit? Yeah, I mean, if you thought Lulu and Colleen and Charmaine were psycho, these people are psycho too, they just work, dude. Just don't put your faith and your trust in animals. So anyways, um, right, because the marijuana, it's like the energy drinks, like the alcohol, like the crack cocaine, like the meth. You know how easy it is to just the condition I found him in 2023. Okay, so people are very, very sick, and they like that. Okay, and then like I said, some of them will purposely attack you, Brian, because they know you're my husband. Because they're disgusting, like they're competing for me. Okay, right? Like, and plus they don't believe in monogamy, so they don't want you around at all. Yeah, just you not understand the nature of the chaz too. And I explained it, and it's that gross. It becomes mindless. It literally becomes mindless. Every person they think I like because they're chasing after my essence to try to breed with males that have good genetics. It's a whole tier system that they think they're climbing their way up when they're not even supposed to be behaving like that. It's gross. When you saw those like 20-year-olds, when I say bounce, I'm not talking about their boobs and ass shake. When they walk, they literally look like they're bouncing like a monkey. Right? My sister's friend, when we were at Faulkner Hospital, she goes, "See how these people walk?" She notices it too. But that was the difference. She goes, "They walk with their feet out like this," which is a presentation for mental retardation, by the way. Okay, just they're losing the ability to walk. That is what happens because of the brain loss. It takes a long time. Barbara Kent still talked till the end, Right? I think it was probably a series of days where it seemed like words weren't coming out. Okay. And she was in a wheelchair for 2 years. Okay, so it takes a lot of brain loss to finally drop, and then they will keep talking like they don't understand would talk like that. And some people kept going on and on and on that she must have taken a fall because they still won't understand brain loss. It's like, no, it's brain loss. It's like a child that doesn't walk because their brain hasn't grown enough to walk. That's why she couldn't hold her urine or her poop. People turn into literal babies. So we can't have a Brian taken off like that. That's why you people were supposed to give us housing. You just go, nope, it's going to be what it is now. Okay. And I don't care how much you people flip out and panic. Oh, yeah, I can tell from the conversations with this therapist and this chick on the phone. And that's what it becomes. And that's why Brian's got to learn to just go click. You have to tell these people everything's okay, and then sometimes you go, "I'm not doing that, thank you, we'll deal with Champ and stuff on our own. We're waiting on Social Security, and then we're gonna camp, all in winter when we get our Social Security." Click. You have to do it, Brian. You totally let one of these things get to your head, and now look at what's happened. They just they're not gonna be getting any more funding for that. They don't even have the mental capacity to do it. Right. Everybody is done with animals trying to take away people's caretakers and next of kin. Like it's gross. It's not even about money because they get paid by the state. It's profound morbid insanity where they're gathering up sick members. That's the only members they can gather up. What are they going to go out in a van and stick me in it and drive off? They would, Brian, if they could. They were doing whacked out behaviors like that at the shelter in 2021, where they, in a panic, if I had a friend, they'd stick me in a car and drive me to the hotel and stick me in a room by myself. It was horrifying. Driving back and forth from a hotel to a shelter, and shuffling people around every time you formed a friendship. Um, yeah, just you get glimpses of stuff that God is preventing. That's one of the ones I'm explaining to you. If they could, Brian, they just pull up in a van and just take a person in it and then stick them in a room because that's a clan group. They're not, independent. Okay, and then they keep thinking they're supposed to gather members because they know they're all dying off. Okay, so anyways, um, he seemed fine, right? He seemed fine. That's why I'm pretty much convinced that somebody either around, okay, like I said, he explained to you how quickly some dude picked him up right outside Smith Center. He could have went to smoke the cigarette. I told you about the weirdo when I went outside to smoke a cigarette. You've got to be able to use a toilet and live your life to some extent, but we shouldn't even be forced to be in that environment. We should have been in housing after he got discharged from Spalding. And I think that's what the social workers are concerned about because they didn't realize how sick you people are. They themselves didn't realize that. And then one of them made it even worse. She shouldn't have had a private conversation with him. I mean, Social Security doesn't even ask, is he there? Can he tell us it? Okay? For real. You should have at least been on speakerphone so that I could hear what you were saying. You may have not even said that to him. That's what you're not getting. You go, you're offering a brain injury to a person on a private conversation. I'm sitting right here. You never asked to talk to me or say, can you put it on speaker? That is fucking insane. I know that's a big, big factor in it. So you're to blame because every time he contacts me now, he keeps talking about it. And now he's saying his family's saying it too. So you people are completely flipping out and you will calm the fuck down. You will stop agitating Brian and me. There are calming medications that you people can be given. Stop thinking you're supposed to medicate everybody else and you're like fixated on that, like you're yourselves on fucking meth. And I already said there has to be a reason that you're doing that. You're probably drug addicts and you're pocketing some of it. So it's just got to all be cut off because there isn't even a reason for it. And I explained this about 12 years ago. I don't know if it's how it's going to go, but if you had brains in your heads, it would. And I explained to you about your prisons. Okay. That's a detox. That is a detox. Mental hospitals used to have the thing like this. They have the muzzles and they have padded rooms so the person can't hurt themselves. Obviously, they have to be observed so that they don't harm themselves in the room. Okay? I don't know if that's some of that stuff we were shown where they were banging their heads on the thing because they don't have the proper equipment. Okay. Um, That could have been what that was. In retrospect, it does look terrible. They didn't have the proper equipment. I mean, people are building stuff all over the place, but you can't build 27 padded rooms. Well, you need to get on that because you're gonna need it. Okay, because I told you to shut that Adderall shit off a long time ago. You didn't notice your pharmacy's closing? Where do you think you're gonna get it from? It is destroying people's brain matter and it's making them deranged. Okay, no one should be prescribing Adderall to anyone. I don't care. I guess they're gonna be sketchy. I guess they're gonna be like this. Okay, why can't they be given a mood stabilizer? Or let them run around outside? Michael Phelps isn't addicted to fucking meth. For real. You're not understanding it at all. No, you're definitely not understanding it at all. These are ADHD kids that I don't even fucking believe in exist. I know that age group. Oh, I know that age group, trust me. DCF would be sent to your house in that age group if you refuse to put your son on that medication. The teachers, because they didn't like your kid, they don't like you. Okay? Feel your damnation, each and every one of you, just like the vaccines that they're showing too. You will say something doesn't cause something to your dying day because you know you're guilty of it. That's why. You're lying. I remember things that people tell me. I don't believe any child needs that medication. No, and I don't think any adult does either. Nope. You know how many people I've met in my life that take that? They all say it's the same. They know what they're doing at this point. They know they're drug addicts and they say what they have to say to get the drug. I know just that dude kept prescribing it. Even when I said he told me he's lying to you, he still kept giving it to him. It's not just that it's addictive, it destroys your brain matter. And then, like I told you, they become like, and they have to be put on mood stabilizers. Some of them, I think they at least tried Suboxone, and I don't know if that worked. Okay, but Brian, he can't be doing that. Now he's got a brain injury. He can't be doing that. Then he'd be a fucking heroin addict and die. Right? Just, anyways. There's no way in hell. Now, in totality of since I've been married to him, there's no way in hell that he just took off on Tuesday to drink booze. There's no way in hell. There's no way he was just angry. Nope. I know the whole pattern of it. The whole entire pattern of it. There's no way. So I don't know if drinks is code for something else. Yeah, just like this stuff. I don't know if you saw on YouTube or on Facebook that someone made a Facebook called Brian Buchanan, and it has all this stuff clear, like crystal meth. I don't know if they're trying to tell me he's smoking crystal meth, or they have a store where they tell you that they're selling gummies and it's crystal meth. That's what clear means, in case you guys didn't know that. I don't know if that didn't he say the word clarity in one of his be clear or something in one of his I had found that out in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a drug dealer, Brian, they come to me for confession. Yep. The ones that have any chance of being forgiven by God, they do. The other ones are just going to keel over and die. Maybe they'll get involved in a turf war and someone will kill them for me. And then they'll finally stop giving you fucking drugs. They'll stop talking to you on fucking Facebook. They'll stop accessing contacts and fucking talking to you. Because now I know. Now I know. That would never happen again now that I know. Now that I know you can't use Facebook. I control your Facebook, which actually would be nice, like I did before, because then I would know if they were trying to fucking talk to you. That's how I would know. Yep. You said that I was the only person you talked to on Facebook, and then you go, well, why do you still have a Facebook page when I'm banned? So that was a lie. So it's just about admitting every single fucking lie. Admitting every single lie you've told to me. As difficult as that is for you, admitting every single lie you've told me. Including times where you've taken that fucking ring off your hand or moved it to the other hand. Told people you were separated, told people you were getting a divorce, because you clearly did that. That's why Tom was doing that. You were screaming it at me in April that back in December that you were going to divorce me. So that you were conversating with somebody during that time that you were getting a divorce. Not I was, you were, blah, 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 blah. No, you weren't. Okay, you were out of your mind, high as a kite, getting repeatedly in fights and getting beaten up. And then finally you came crawling over to Stop and Shop in Quincy. Okay? Not you were filing for a divorce. And you had the ring on the other fucking hand. Okay? Not you always wear that ring. You were already caught that time. You were caught at that time what you were doing. Oh, I wear your ring. Is it on your ring finger? I didn't forget last year. Okay. You were on drugs. You weren't drinking. Vaughn knew. Everybody knows what you were doing in the woods. John and Donnie knew. Whatever the fuck Linda's talking about. I don't know if you're shooting up or you're cavorting with men and women or whatever the fuck's going on. But you're doing something that's not drinking alcohol. Sometimes it takes a while for it to sink into me because I believe your shit and I don't want it to be true. But you clearly were going like hospital to hospital for benzos. I think I did gather that part of it. So I don't know. I've heard about shit that was going on behind Can Man. So just people just like this, 24 hours a day. I'm sure you're not using Facebook or answering your fucking phone. It's a wonderment charge. I did. I had that horrifying thought, didn't everybody? That dude better not be a fucking Gavin Foundation. I think at this point, the federal fucking government will show up there with the fucking tank. Yeah. We don't care what the fuck. Oh, you can't tell us that? Remember that? A year ago? Was it a year ago? That's where I took him, right? Never fucking again. Oh, yeah. If they ever took that guy back into that place and stuck a phone in a fucking locker again, he has to be at a wake and a funeral on Friday. It's repeatedly in the text messages that he says he's going. Oh, so what I was saying, Brian, the contacts in your fucking phone, right, will be fucking handed to me and I'd fucking delete them. You tell me who the fuck is this person since I haven't met this person. Who the fuck is this person? Who the fuck is this person? Who the fuck is this person? You don't think, Brian Buchanan, that if you ever said that to me that I would go, that's fucking crazy. You're my fucking husband. Okay? You're putting your fucking mouth on my mouth, your penis in my fucking parts, your penis in my mouth. Get real. Who the fuck is this? No, I've never talked to you. You wouldn't go if I took off for a fucking month? Get real. Say we were on a cruise, Brian, okay? And I decided I was gonna have a drink. I'm just gonna have a drink, right? And all of a sudden you're at the bumper cars and I'm supposed to fucking meet you there and you can't find me. And I don't answer my fucking phone, blah blah blah, right? And then I don't come home all night, or say I come in the cabin at fucking 4 a.m. You don't go, what the fuck? Of course you would. Of course you would. Okay? Would it seem more fucked up because I don't do that and I'm sober? That's what you do to me every fucking time when you are married to me and then you go off and do that. It's like you're doing that, but over and over and over again. Where you go, how the fuck is my wife on a cruise ship and I don't know where the fuck she is? Oh yeah, no, I would never do stuff like that on purpose. Nope, that's why I didn't block them on my phones. Nope, nope. It's not what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's fucking insane. That's like sending me the thing. It's good that you're telling me that and you're defending me, but then you go, I already know all that. That's why I go, who said that? I'm not delusional, babe. Okay? I know I did last night. I go, when did you stop? When would you ever refer to me as ma'am? I mean, fucking really? Should I start calling you something else? I know you just go. It's a shutdown because of what the fuck he's doing. And yeah, it probably starts before they actually do it, so you can tell when they're gonna do it. Get it? Because they begin to detach from you. No more kissy kiss, I love you, good night text, and babe and bae, and da da da. Because they have to detach from you from what they're about to fucking do. Oh no, she's a psycho. That's why I had to run off. And she talks to me like she's fucking school teacher. No, I don't. No one fucking thinks that but you. I don't even think you believe it. I have live streams from last year. I have witnesses, even at the library and shit. I don't talk to you like anything but a fucking wife that's still enamored with you. That's not helpful. Anyways, I know just and hopefully you'll get your mind off him. I know that's all you people hope in your fucking entire existence at this point is that I get my mind off my fucking husband. Believe me, I have been listening to this fucking shit for a year. Why would I get my mind off my husband when he just fucking contacted me 5 days ago? And he's clearly not answering his fucking phone and didn't block me. Why would I get my mind off of him? Get it, Brian? That's all you have to do is hide 6 fucking minors and then go, well, this is terrible. Someone actually fucking, I had to be sent to a fucking person called Laura in 2016. And that was her fucking response to me. Oh, well, you're in another phase of your life. What the fuck? People that fucking insane. People that fucking insane. I'm in another phase of my fucking life. That's your response to what has happened? What is actually still happening? Some of them were still fucking minors in 2016. Okay, so you admit that you think that that's fucking normal? And your name's Laura? And you're a peer counselor? Fuck out of here. She's the one who didn't want me to get $92 a fucking month. That's when DTA was $92 a month and she didn't want me to have it. Because everybody would go and get $92 a month. Are you out of your fucking gourd? Not a question. Do you have any idea the trillions of fucking dollars that have just been printed to you fucking criminals? And you don't think that I fucking $92? Everybody on planet Earth couldn't have $92 a month. Oh yeah, people that fucking disgustingly insane. So yeah, I don't take 15 fucking medications. Not I was even fucking talking about you. Oh, this is my opportunity. Negative. This is my opportunity. Get high. Can you see now that you do it on purpose, Brian? Okay, because a person in a marriage that's committed shouldn't have to worry about every fucking thing she does because her husband at any drop of fucking dime will take the fuck off. Like, even when she didn't even do anything, but because he can't share his fucking emotions and bond with me, that because my fucking mother is dying, that now he has to fucking take off and use. Can you see that you're doing that? Because he literally told me on the phone at Bournewood, he goes, I didn't think I was doing it on purpose. Okay. Can you see now that you're doing it on purpose? I didn't say, what did you think at the time? I said, can you see now that you did that on purpose? Because why the fuck would you drink? And I'm sure you were using drugs before the drinking. So someone is going to find out who the fuck Joe is because the contacts are saved in the fucking phone. Okay, so if you're Maggot fucking Joe, you might want to change your fucking phone number. And then I already started talking about some guy from the warming center that everybody was told is a sex offender. Okay, and so to watch out for him. And then I also went over the thing about actually hanging out with the fucking pedophile that has kiddie porn because you were probably fucking drinking that night. Okay. Because that's why you started fucking flipping out all over the place. If you had to stop taking your fucking medication to drink. Okay. I don't even have to accuse you of drug use that fucking day, even though I believe the drinking is after the drug use. And you were still prescribed Adderall at that time. It was before that someone whacked you. It was days before that. You literally told me that that fucking guy who's a pedophile and has fucking kiddie porn and everything. Okay? Yes, you did. Okay. Because you wouldn't then say it wasn't any bad stuff. It's all fucking bad. All porn is bad, and two dudes don't look at fucking porn together. That's a sex offender. That should not be at a fucking public library. You're claiming you brought a fucking child predator to the public library to sleep where I fucking lay my body next to you. That is what you told me, and that you made him fucking coffee in the morning. So if you're making up fucking stories, you need to stop it. Okay? Because yeah, you could have made it up just to piss me off. Obviously, how would I ever know? And then we saw the guy sprawled out on a bench in front of that church drunk. But he doesn't drink. Oh yeah. I go, oh, shouldn't we talk to him, make sure he's okay? Oh no, because you might have fucking made it up. So if you're making up stories like that, you're gonna stop doing it. If you made up a story that you were masturbating in a public bathroom, you better fucking stop it. It's the World Wide Web. Okay? And if you were doing that, you are gonna tell me what it was. I didn't say you had to tell the whole fucking planet, but you're gonna tell me. You're not even supposed to be watching fucking porn. Okay. Because of no one should, but because of your background, your brain injury, and intoxicating yourself. That's why. Can anyone see right now 3 comments from someone who's with an F called Filet Barbie? Can anyone see that? It's supposed to be a live stream, so this part I think Brian understood. I explained it to him. What time is it? I gotta start preparing a thing. Unfortunately, I can't drag this thing over there because it has to be plugged in continuously. Drink a little bit of soda. Hopefully, I slept last night, but obviously, I slept about 5 hours. Uh, you know, going through a lot. we're still talking. Now, I would think at this point you begin to get a little bit concerned, which probably is transferred into annoyed and change the channel. Because you know it doesn't make any sense. Right. And you go, it's 24-hour coverage of this now? Because you're being nuked. Is that supposed to be a swastika? That would be so funny. Can you see that? Some of the stuff they do, they're trying to be funny. Well, that is funny. I shouldn't say trying to be funny, but it started out, I think it was the summer of 2022 when the X-ray vision guy and my creme de la creme moment of solidifying. I shouldn't say solidifying your death, but I shouldn't say that. Okay, solidifying full scale thermonuclear extinction. Okay, of a species because God's extincting you anyway, so it's compassionate, and you like to be in control of stuff because your Jesus is doing it. Okay, your Jesus is sending you to heaven. Okay, so anyways, you don't like it that God is doing it. It bothers you, even though it's like a dinosaur. You'll be something else. I would assume that you'll transition into something else. Okay. But you prefer to feel that it's not God. So I understand that. Yeah, like it's weird to have to change anyway, and then yeah, for some reason you feel more comfortable that it's a man-made event. Um, I don't know. There goes the brain. Oh, okay. And the thing about he's doing a thing about songs, and he says something about I need an instrument, right? So I do a live stream, and I go instrument. I go, you mean that thing that's a hollow glass tube, and it's got like a filament in it, and then you send a sound wave or something through it. Oh yeah, talk about a fly on the wall. It just jaws go. What? Because I'm sure there's some fear where you go, no, we have to actually do it. Did you fucking just hear that? No, it is insane as it sounds. We got to do it. Because I would have no way of knowing. I didn't even know when I was saying it, and I'm sure you could tell when I was talking. Like this. God told me. Right? Just you have to have knowledge, right? And then some people do hit me up with this where they go, they already knew that. You didn't invent X-rays. One, we don't know that. I don't think I did, but just somebody could say that. One, you don't know that, okay? Because you still don't believe in cycling, even when you say you do. Two, I would have no way of knowing that. That's the point, okay? It First of all, we didn't come up with it, but prophets did come up with stuff nobody knew, and that's what we're explaining to you now with the Buddhism and stuff. Prophets did record shit nobody knew. But how would it make any sense to you if nobody fucking knew it? Duh. Primates. Already knew that, Mary. Okay. You were given, not you, your ancestors that died when we did another one of these before, but this is the whole species now. If it was something new that nobody knew, it would mean fucking nothing to you. You'd go, that doesn't mean anything, Mary. Budding. Kama Sutra. It would mean nothing to you. And you'd go, that doesn't fucking mean anything. Okay? The point is, I would have no way of knowing that. I would have no way of knowing that. I don't go to libraries. I don't read books. There's a whole thing about what I took in college, and there's people that fucking monitor me 24 hours a day. They'd know if I Googled it. So they know I would have no way of knowing that. And just over and 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 over again, you go, what the fuck? At first, This was the fun. It was fun for me. And it was a good distraction from what happened with the children 'cause it was so new. Children that are now adults. Um, hopefully you didn't take that personally, but the best way that God can help a prophet during that time is through the ego. Okay. So there's so much indwelling in Holy Spirit at the time that it's so much love that it's kind of you can still have pain and stuff, but yeah, just it's not like if that happened to me without an indwelling like that, I don't know. You just collapse on the floor in grief. Or you just anyways. Um the stuff with the clouds and the military people right on the Facebook and emailing them and shit. And they all go, because they think these are like trade fucking secrets that when the great and powerful Oz just goes, oh, all right, there she is. They don't know that. I'm sorry, privates in the military don't know that. Okay, folks? Okay. So we had some people just flipping the fuck out and thinking they're supposed to be in me and shut me down and I'm gonna get in trouble and stuff, and you just go, oh, Jesus Christ. Where is Daniel? So, anyways, that's Daniel Panetta. That's how I knew because every time I was like, Daniel Panetta did. Why do I keep saying Daniel? His name's Leon. Let the reader understand. So, right. Where's Daniel? Remember that all over the fucking thing going to Cherokee Nation. Do you have Daniel there? Where is Daniel? I saw you at the airport with the table set up for Thanksgiving to sign away your inheritance. Where is Daniel? Is he at your place? Most anybody on a reservation goes, "What the fuck is this?" But your people that run your world go, "Oh, okay. Oh, now she wants to talk. All right. What the fuck?" They don't read a book. I explained it. All right, so we're gonna fly these airplanes right into these buildings, and then what? Shut it down? No. Why isn't she fucking saying anything? Why did you think? I mean, I wouldn't have thought it at the time because it wasn't time. I didn't even think it. I had no idea. So in fucking still had a binder on my brain. I wasn't awake. It wasn't 2011. The books, the 2012. The books are open. Oh yeah, just and then we're gonna fly these and oh USA Mother Lion, USA Mother Lion. I think they thought I wasn't gonna vaccinate them or something, and you go, sorry, yeah, because it's a lion, my lord, amyloids. Yeah, people flip out when they realize that that shit's making people sick, including brain illness. Amyloids, I am a Jew. Just a reminder, I am a Jew. Okay, just a reminder. I was in the I was in the spirit on the Lord's day. Just a reminder. Okay, Exodus 20:10, right? Honor the Sabbath. So I wasn't in the Lord's day in 2001. Nope, I should say I wasn't in the spirit on the Lord's day. That's why you had a huge earthquake. Did they not know that was going to happen? Okay. Delusional. Did they not know that was going to happen? Well, 350 years of corn, haha. plus 1620, 2011 Great Shake'em. I know, and just people just it's the Great Shake'em. I just explained it to you. Times, half a time. Other people get it, like the Dedham Food Pantry had ears of corn. I thought Brian got it when he said we're gonna have a can of corn for our wedding gift. Remember, we registered at Walmart. I know it's like, did you forget that, Brian, or you didn't know what you were saying? Corn throw, can of corn, and some of them I think they say stuff and they don't know, and you go 350 years of corn. Yep. Great Shake'em. Not a person. Great Shake'em. You know who likes that is Michael Florian. Great Shake'em. 350 years of corn. Woo! Michelle Wu. Someone at the hotel, just Brian, if you're out there. I don't know why you're not responding to me, but I know just she's so insane. Oh my god. Someone at the hotel in Dorchester, the Father Bill's Hotel in 2021 goes, yeah, I heard the mayor's coming. You know, Michelle, woo. Okay, so not everyone reads shit on the internet or watches it, Brian, and then acts like they didn't just fucking see that. That's why I told you it's spooky. Okay? That's why your mayor is Michelle Wu, because of shit I was writing on Facebook about my father. Yeah. Because he had to learn to get off the drugs too, and I specifically asked him to stop using that drug, which is the meth that's destroying your brains. And I explained to him how people get mean, and then he had that one crusting moment at the fucking library when he said something about now he's having an issue with crack cocaine, and he got mean to me. And then that was it. Bloop. Haven't seen him since. No, I'm not mad, but sometimes, something happens in life, Brian. Not your father isn't my father, okay? Where you just go, I have to fucking stop using, or just completely stay away from it. Your father would do that, and that's unfortunate. He was too fucking selfish. So, please, let's not to get into the fucking dramatic heroics where a drug addict has an excuse to keep fucking using. Yeah, I've either got to stop using or just stay away from it. Shut the fuck up, Brian. Anybody. If you don't want to say Brain, just say Brian. Shut the fuck up, Brian. Woo! Peanuts. I was right. I was making fun of him because he was so high, most high. I was making fun of him. He's supposed to feel sort of embarrassed and go, your daughter shouldn't be doing that. No, your daughter shouldn't be writing stuff going, yeah. And then he's all, woo, about everything. Yeah, Peanuts, you can, woo. Right, should your daughter be talking like that? Like you're, yeah, like you're Noah and you got drunk? Oh my God, remember that? Karen and I are in the tent, and he goes to do something. He goes, "Oh, can you hand me that?" And I said, "You want this too?" And he goes, "No." Just like that, like a father would, where he's telling you not to do something, but he doesn't want to seem angry, and he goes, "No." Just like in like the most calmest of, that's why I said knower. Get it? He's the knower. You have to be extremely cute and funny to make the knower say yes to something. Thanks, raccoons. Yep. This is real stuff that happened, Brian, in case you're confused. Right. It's a person that I believe was my father in a previous. Okay. That is a friend of mine's son, and she invited me to go camping. And you have to ask yourself, okay, why he put a chair in front of my chair and played that Simple Man song and sat there, if that's not my father. I know, except it does say Mama told me, but whatever. Okay. Nice to me when other people are actually not. Like saying that I have delusional disorder. Okay, sorry. I don't know if the person is trying to make a funny and they're saying so many people are in the great delusion that it's causing problems for me. How do I remember the specifics of what people say? Because God's probably doing that. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm remembering it. I guess, I don't know. I'm a believer that even if a family member is deemed unfit, you never ever abandon them to be on the ground. I don't know if I agree with that. It just depends on what you think family is. I think this thing about genetics and demanding that genetics keep in touch and stuff, we went over a bunch of that. What can you do when a man won't stop abusing you and taking off? Right? When I won't leave, and thank God he doesn't do that. It used to be he wouldn't stop until I walked away from him, and then he told people I took off. I don't allow that anymore. So he's had to take off from me, and uh, he doesn't abuse me as much as he used to. I mean, I will say that about November. April was horrifying for me, so that's why I want to know who gave him drugs in April. I know someone did, right? And I don't know if they wanted Adderall, if it's those people, or it was someone in the line that had crack cocaine. I mean, it almost sounds to me like it was crack cocaine because it's so easy to say you're going to smoke a cigarette and you take a couple puffs of that thing, or apparently it's so small he could stick it in his pipe and put the pipe and smoke it later. I'm pretty much convinced it was crack cocaine. Yeah, he was still on his Adderall and he was still smoking marijuana and cigarettes. So what else could it be? That crystal meth and that stuff. I mean, heroin. I don't know. They give him like they give him a hit of benzos and he took one or something, something. I just know it. And it's interesting because I knew it that night, but like I don't know. I guess I was hoping that it was just bad that it was like a trigger he was doing, and then he accused me of being paranoid. That's not paranoid, right? But they all say that. They'll all tell you you're paranoid, but you go, that's not paranoid. No, you're a drug addict who takes off repeatedly. And drug addicts lie and they have all these things. That's why they have to be called out on it. You can't be in a relationship with the drug addict and you think that you can't say something because he's going to take off. You just can't, right? Because they're never going to get well. It's like you're doing that fucking thing again. Yeah, you are. What's this? That's the fucking wrestling Facebook page. I told you to fucking delete that thing. Why is that person in your fucking phone? Who are you talking to on Facebook? Sometimes you have to go, "Who did you fucking talk to today?" Nope, you really do. If you're in love with someone and you've been together for years, you gotta go, "Who did you talk to today?" Okay? Because if you didn't talk to someone today, Brian, you some thoughts were going on in your head. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. That you would just 2 days from from coming here, and then a warming center and a fucking month-long vacation, including planes, trains, automobiles, surprise fucking trip. Okay, so something happened with the drugs. It's not about drinking. I'm convinced that the drinking is so you can go and lie about being a drunk to get more drugs. After last year, you can't. None of this shit with drinking is gonna work on me anymore. Plus, alcohol is a downer to help someone try to come off of something. Yeah, there's no way that you're a fucking drunk. Not a fucking chance. First of all, you wouldn't even have done that shit, and you don't want to give people ideas, but you would have just fucking sipped a nip in a fucking bathroom and then walked and laid down next to me. Okay, that's why I know it's drugs. You would have just. It was fucking 10:30 at night. It's Harvard. You go down there and drink 2 fucking beers real quick and then come and lay the fuck down to me. That is what drunks do. My mother was with a drunk for like fucking 15 years. I know what drunks do. Okay. Sometimes they'd have arguments, but he would never just get up and fucking take off the days. That's a drunk. Yeah, he lives right over there. He doesn't take off for days from that fucking chick either. That's a drunk. They don't take off the days. Drunks don't do that. Nope. They try to hide it, and then probably there's fights and shit, but they don't do that. We wouldn't even be having all these problems if you were just a fucking drunk. Give it a rest. Flying into fucking no drunk is flying into rages like that. You've been drinking? That's not a fucking hangover right there. No. He must be using that shit as soon as he gets up in the morning too, based on what he did right before the wedding, and they had to stick him in a fucking jail cell for 3 days. He didn't have any fucking medication. I know you go. They wouldn't even call him a fucking ambulance or anything. No, the alcohol is he lies and goes to an emergency room and they give him Ativan, and then they don't even keep him over 24 hours, and then he goes out for another day or two and goes to a different fucking emergency room. So I don't know if that's why he's riding trains all over the place. He's going fucking hospital to hospital doing that. All he has to do is drink enough that when they test him, he has alcohol in his fucking system. They don't even care. That's what I'm saying. It's fucking sickening. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where have you been? No. No. You haven't been drinking. You were at a fucking campground for 6 weeks, and then you go back and forth to her sisters and here. You haven't been fucking drinking. Right. No one does that. Right. They just go, okay, well, we can give you some fluids. Do you think can you drink something to eat? Oh yeah, and just wait until he finds out he's not getting out of it and see how much of a fucking drunk he is. Because he'll either flip the fuck out and then you have to have security kick him out, or he'll just leave. Then you know he's not a drunk, right? Right. Because a drunk they want to stay in a fucking hospital. How do you folks not get this? They want to stay in a hospital because they are going to have fucking DTs. So at least you're going to give them fluids and you're going to comfort them, right? Maybe give them some fucking asparagus juice, but you're not giving them drugs. You're not giving them fucking benzos. That's a drug addict. That is a drug addict, and that's why I want these places fucking closed down. Because I do know a couple of drunks, and I don't know who told them to start going to fucking Gavin. Right, the word must have got around, and maybe an actual drunk wouldn't realize what the fuck's going on. Like, so, yeah. What's that guy's name? That's Karen's friend. He may not realize what the fuck's up, and then the next thing he knows, he's addicted to fucking benzos. That's a lot more to handle than fucking being an alcoholic, believe me. Right. You just go, wait a minute. You actually give us fucking benzos? Isn't that highly fucking addictive? Yes. Yeah. Why would I need that? The people, they begin to think they need it when they don't. Yeah. No. If you have a seizure, they'll treat a fucking seizure, which probably isn't benzos either. You're worried about a seizure from alcohol. Benzo withdrawal causes seizures. Right, you just go, what the fuck? How are you so fucking insane? Is that why he had to go to Bournemouth? What the fuck? He hasn't been taking fucking benzos. I know, you just go, oh my god, you people are so fucking insane. You are so fucking insane. I know, you just go, that was what, a week? Anyways. 4:35. Oh yeah, the 20. She's not gonna be gone that long. She went to pick up something and then she went to Ocean State. So we'll see if I can get this bunch of nonsense to end so I can fucking listen to something. Just the level of fucking stress, because clearly I'm not throwing this fucking telephone away. That is the phone number on file for the healthcare proxy, and you people aren't getting any fucking excuses. If something ever happened and he wasn't conscious and he couldn't tell you my other phone number, it's in his fucking phone. That's clearly on. Yeah, see, something happened. He literally can't remember this phone number. Right. He was given the other phone number. It's in his fucking phone. He wouldn't know it by heart. I don't even know my phone number. I haven't looked at it enough times. Like, I didn't even start trying to remember it. He can't be expected to remember my new fucking phone number. Anyways. I thought maybe it was the cords at first, and I do think one of the cords is gone, the purple one. It's like weird. Cords, phones, charges. Shit with these headphones that Brian stole from fucking Dollar Tree. Oh yeah, you've got to it's like one of those old style fucking portable DVD players. I got to put it like just like this, and it's got to balance in that way, and then I got to plug it and then watch it, and then as soon as a red light goes out, I got to move it around again. And then when it's charged, it lasts 10 minutes. I had to lose my fucking what they call J Sports or whatever on the train. I don't know. I just should have had the thing zipped. I just should have had the fucking purse zip it. And I just remember the train jerked and there went the fucking purse. And I knew something fell out. And it could have been worse. It could have been my glasses. And it's not Brian's fault, but I should have said, let's just stay on the fucking train. We don't even have an appointment. Because I want to make sure I didn't drop something, and I did. Those are probably like fucking $50, $80 headphones that someone gave me. But they were the best headphones I've ever had. They were like rubber, and they went in your ear so you could wear them when you were walking or jogging, and they charged, and the charge lasted a long time, and all of it was good. Yep. Fucking awful. Anyways. This thing will just keep buzzing like that. I guess I have a lot of a live stream. The phone died. I was trying to listen to it outside. The phone died. I guess I'll smoke a cigarette first and then make my food. It's not even 5. I'm wondering. It's going to be a miracle if Cheryl, my friend, doesn't come over tonight because it's been a couple of nights and she just asked if we could go ride somewhere. So I know you just go, really? Because yesterday I ate peanuts and the rest of my dried figs. So today, watch. Yeah, talk about driving me fucking insane because I don't like eating in front of people as it is. And just I sound me because I don't mind the person, but it's certain things where she shouldn't be sitting that close to me, but that it is what it is. I'm grateful to be here. And you just go, we already had an issue the other night, so I don't think my sister wants to over here again. I've talked to her since out in our truck and everything, because yeah, you just have to let it go, but making fun of me for using my fucking laptop, and she wouldn't stop going like this. Yeah. I just slammed my fucking laptop closed and went outside without a word. And then when I took a walk, I literally took a walk around Foxborough. I didn't just go out to smoke. And then when I came back in, she was gone. I guess my sister said, you can't be doing that. And then my sister didn't actually know exactly what happened. She goes, yeah, I didn't realize she was talking about you when she was doing it. Yeah, she didn't know why I got mad. That's why she said, oh, I should have warned you about that or something. She didn't know. And then she goes, even before I told her, she realized what happened. And then I told her when she was making the reefs the other night, she was doing it to me. She kept going like this. Why are you trying to shove your face in my Facebook? Oh, yeah. It's like a child. Yeah, it's like a child. This is elderly disabled housing, folks, and people are getting brain disease. It's a person who is over demanding for attention. Some people, it's good that they have husbands for a long, long time. Brian. I just know in my heart, my mind, that God's doing another thing like He did before, right? Where there's no possible way, people. You just allow people to suffer for no reason because you like it. You have to be at the point of brain loss now where you're actually liking it. Like you like me to be upset and suffer and heartache and stuff, yeah? Some of you just completely will go, because Barbara Kent went through this too with the dementia. And unlike when your brain isn't sick, you can actually come out of it. You go, yeah, I guess, that I probably should, call her or something. You don't. It gets worse and worse and worse until the point where you're not doing it. But then, actually, after we left the Dedham house, she was actually gone. Yeah, they get to a certain point in that, and then it's probably God kind of takes over the mind of them and reminds them of who they are and stuff. Nicer. Let's hope we get back to that, Brian. Because I thought after the brain injury, because you were totally sober. Yeah, it's just nobody can make decisions about anything right now because he's not sober. Like, just the videos and how he was talking, it's evolving. He clearly wants to be with me. That's a sober person. I want to be with my wife, and you can tell that he sounds like he has brain loss and stuff. Right, that's why you go. Why didn't Joe offer to give him a ride? Like, we can't do it now, but I mean, you go, I think you should call her right now. It's been a day. I was still at the hotel on Wednesday. They don't do that. That's why God's killing me. But I think you should call her right now, and wherever she is, I'll just drag in there. That's what a normal fucking person does. That isn't gonna burn